to...
You can see there. Ah, but you're not about anymore. You're not in the thing.
I'm not. Oh, you've just sent us live, Matt. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to TechRadar Airlines. We are live right now, Matt. It's happening.
Oh, God.
Am I not live in the... My webcam's not there, is it?
It is now.
Guys, we're figuring it out. We're figuring it out as we go.
Here we go.
Welcome to Flight Simulator 2020. This is so exciting, Matt. Matt's been reviewing the game for us. Obviously, the review will go live soon. Matt, do you know when the embargo for the full review is?
Monday.
Monday is the full review embargo, but we were allowed to come on stream for you guys and play an hour or so of it early today. So our plan is firstly to fly from Gatwick to Bristol and show you the wonderful English countryside on the way, and show you Bath, which is where me and Matt are based, and London, which is where a lot of the TechRadar team are based. And then we have a list of some of the most dangerous and exciting airports in the world that we're all going to go try and visit for you. It's going to be well exciting. I can't wait. I'm going to take these off because I can't actually see my screens if I'm wearing my sunglasses, as cool as it is. But Matt, you've been playing this game for a little bit over the past few days. What do you think of it?
Yeah, I've been really enjoying my time with it. It's been complicated. It's I think something that Microsoft said when they were sending out the review codes was that you've got to remember this is a simulation game, so it can be quite technical.
For sure.
And yeah, I found that. I was in a there was a moment when I was playing a couple of, when I first started playing it, and I'm just going to turn the volume down a little bit on mine. Yeah, I was sat on the runway for about half an hour just trying to get it to work.
Hey, I get it.
So
I get it.
This is going to be interesting because I then didn't get a chance to play it for a while because I've been very busy, and now I had a quick go just before this, and I was heading towards the ground pretty quickly, but when I escaped. So this is
we'll see if we can get anywhere today. Look,
Yeah.
James Peckham's already in the YouTube chat. What gate are we departing from, boys? I know I heard you just picked the gate in the. Can you remember which one it was?
I can't. It was. Let me just. If I say ready to fly, can you still see me and everything?
Yeah, everything looks good on my end, Matt. Let me know in the comments, guys, if the audio's okay, if the video's okay. Again, we're working from home at the moment. We're trying to do this all remotely. It's not the perfect system, but we will try. We will try as far as we can. Somebody's asking in the YouTube chat, can you turn off the ATC from the menu? I'm not sure what ATC is. Do you know what that is, Matt?
ATC? No.
That's Andy Black.
ATC. Well, I found a thing for it. So.
Well, there we go.
There we go. ATC is off. What was ATC? Do they know?
They haven't said it. Just Andy Black asked in the YouTube chat, can you turn off the ATC from the menu?
You can indeed.
No.
You can indeed.
Well, there we go.
So,
there you go, Andy.
I don't know what I turned off, but ATC is now off. So.
Well, Andy could have just doomed us. What if the ATC is, I don't know, crucial? Air something control, surely.
Oh, maybe. So maybe yes.
So it's important to point out. So it's important to point out here, guys, as well. Matt isn't just playing this on your standard Xbox controller or mouse and keyboard like a chump. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Matt, tell us a little bit about the controller you're using as you take us off here from Gatwick.
I am using the Logitech Flight Yoke system, which is quite a nice bit of kit. I don't know if you can see it. With a throttle quadrant.
We've got a second webcam set up there, guys. When we're in the air and we've got autopilot on, we will take that webcam and show you more of these controls. But I know it's difficult, Matt, to sort of entertain the masses whilst trying to take us off here from Gatwick. But I appreciate the effort.
That's okay. Can you give me 1 second? I just need to quickly dash it. So just settle over.
No problem at all.
Seats. I'll be back in a second.
I will do the safety flight information for our crew and passengers on board. Guys, interestingly, we have got a lot of people watching in Facebook, but I can't see any comments rolling. And this is an issue that we've run into before, and I thought I had fixed, but maybe I haven't. If you guys are in the Facebook chat, please drop a comment. let me know you're in there, because I will endeavor to get this working. One day, I promise you, it will work flawlessly. Today is not that day. We are, like I say, all working from home. We're doing the best we can. Matt's got to run off and make a cup of tea, probably, before we get flying here. But let me know if you're excited for this game as well, guys. I think Flight Simulator is one of those games that has a real cult following, right? It has a real core following. It's a simulation game about flying planes. You know, when we've seen all of these games kind of take off in the past few years, like Train Simulator, Farming Simulator, it's just crazy stuff. Kevin T in the YouTube chat, did you have to set the yoke controls manually, or did it work when it was plugged in?
It did quite a good
job.
job.
You're back, Matt.
Yeah,
I didn't realise you were back.
No, that's right.
Go on.
Yeah, it did quite a good job actually of finding the yoke and the controls when I plugged it in.
Fantastic
I did tweak
stuff.
a few things though, because it's a bit weird. I don't know if it's down to the yoke, but there were a few things where I had to do it on the keyboard. So I went into the Logitech has like a configuration thing which you can sort of set for keyboard shortcuts, so that it's a bit easier. So there's some tweaking you have to get done. But
Fair enough. Fair enough.
on the whole, yeah, it kind of discovered it pretty well. I've also got the Thrustmaster pedals for
Exciting stuff.
doing the rudders, and that was all found as well. So yeah, I think as long as you've got quite well known and quite respected brands, they will kind of, it seems to have found it quite easily, and then you can tweak it quite nicely.
So let's have a look. So we've got Andy Black in the YouTube chat as well. Is there a setting to start from different like weather conditions, cold, dark, instead of just having a time of day slider?
Yes, I'll show you that in a minute. I think we kind of like just got ourselves loaded, so we can show you.
That's fine. Let's just take off for now, I think.
Yeah.
Let's just get in the air, mate.
Okay, let's
everybody's seatbelts are fastened. I gave them the safety talk while you popped off for a cup of tea there.
We're
ready to go. We're ready to go. The maiden voyage of TechRadar Airlines. I'm so excited. Matt, if you have a second as well, you've knocked your webcam, your secondary webcam off kilter there, so we can't see your awesome control setup. So if we can shift that over. I'm about 30 seconds behind watching with the rest of the people, but I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
It might not be. This was probably the most difficult.
Oh, sorry. Andy Black wasn't talking about the weather. He was talking about the state of the plane. What? I'm confused. Talking about the state of the plane, like everything off in the cockpit. So you'd have to, I guess, do like a flight safety check. Oh, we're in the air. We're in the air. We're flying.
So how can you see? Is that okay? The second.
Yes. Yeah. It needs to push slightly to the left, I think, so we can see more of your desk, if we can. But let's not worry about it too much. Let's get in the sky, and then what we'll do is we'll have you pick up the camera and take us around the control setup, I think. So I'm just gonna see if I can find us on Facebook, because again, I'm not seeing anything in the Facebook chat. And look, maybe people in the Facebook chat aren't that chatty, in which case that's fine. But oh no, they are. Adam Vajesk's in the chat. My friend and yours. Slightly lactose intolerant. Are you serving anything other than cheese sandwiches today whilst we're in the air? The answer to that, Adam, is no. You know, on TechRadar Airlines, we only serve cheese sandwiches. That's how we do it. Unless, of course, you were in first class, which would be the YouTube chat, and you were subscribed, and then you get first class refreshments. But Adam, you're not, so you don't get nothing but a cheese sandwich. Deal with it.
As you can see on the screen, I have got, it looks like marks on the window. So there's some nice little, like I've hit some bugs or something. Now, looking at the map, I'm quite far off course, so this is going well.
Great start. We're off to a great start, guys. Don't worry about it. So yeah, interestingly, so the idea of this game, as far as I'm aware, Matt, correct me if I'm wrong, is that you can go anywhere in the world. You can see anything in the world, which is just mind-blowing.
It's really clever. Like they've kind of, obviously Microsoft have worked. They've got Bing Maps, and they're using that kind of. They're using that kind of the tech they've got from that to sort of map the entire world, really. So, as you can see, I'm looking out of the window.
Insane. Absolutely insane.
That's
Adam Vajestica has migrated from the Facebook chat to the YouTube chat, expecting his first class refreshments. We got nothing for you, Adam. Just cheese sandwiches still. Andy Black again in the YouTube chat, and it's kind of just asking more general computing questions now. But if you're gonna ask anybody, ask the computing editor of TechRadar for sure. Is the 2070 Super a good graphics card for The Sim?
Yes. Can you?
What are you running on, Matt?
Well,
what
actually,
graphics card are you running on?
If you can see that there's a RTX 2070 Super box behind me, that isn't actually what I'm running on. I'm running on the RTX Titan, which is complete overkill, really. But this is the same rig that I use for the 8K test that we do on TechRadar. The 2070 Super should be absolutely fine for this as well. I mean, this is going to be designed to be played on the Xbox Series X, I believe, at some point as well.
Sure. Yeah, no, it's an interesting point. You know, this is coming to Game Pass day one, right? So as soon as it's available, it'll be available on Game Pass. A lot of people saying this is insane that you can play this game for a £1 upgrade, you know, to Game Pass from your Xbox Live subscription. But of course, the peripherals that we've got, Matt, aren't £1, are they?
No.
Is this a good time, do you think, to grab your webcam and show us around some of these peripherals?
Well, let me see. I will.
I don't want you to crash us, Matt.
No.
If it's that or crash, we'll take the wide angle view.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get the trim right so I can kind of relax a little bit, so I'm not constantly tugging on the thing. Right, here we go. So I'll show you. We've got an ultra-wide monitor from LG that we're using at the moment to play this, which really I think helps with the immersion. I think that's a lovely little touch. This is the Logitech Yoke system. So as you can see, to go down I need to push forward, to turn, and then, you know, if you're going back, you know, if you want to sort of go higher, you have to pull back. It's got the Throttle Quadrant, so if I lower that, it should start up, but we won't lower it too much, otherwise we'll stall, and we might have stalled actually.
Oh no!
That's right. It's fine.
Are we going down, Matt?
No,
are we going down?
We're not going down. We're not going down. That's fine.
We can't afford to give all these people back their money.
No. Someone look after the cheese sandwiches. Secure those. Right. I think I'm now on the red line, which means
that doesn't sound good, Matt. I don't know what it means, but it doesn't sound good.
I think that is a good thing. I think it means that I'm heading I think I'm heading in the right direction.
Brilliant stuff. Let me give a shout out to some of the people in the YouTube chat then. Are we good? Are the engines down? What is happening, Matt?
I don't think that's a good sign, is it, when they say...
Probably not. Let's have a look. So who have we got? We got Melon Slice in the YouTube chat. How do you know where you need to land? And how do you know if you're lined up for the landing? So I guess at the start of this, Melon, you may have missed it. We inputted where we wanted to take off from, which was Gatwick. We've selected where we want to land, which we've selected Bristol Airport for, on our little maiden voyage here. But theoretically, you can select any airport in the world. We're going to put that to the test. I don't think some of these extreme airports that I've selected, Matt, are going to be viable.
That's me.
But we'll see.
Yeah, we'll try some. So basically, because it's a sim, you can have it so that it won't, you know, it's all the instruments on, you know, on the cockpit, which will tell you, but you won't get any visual on-screen help. But I think you might be able to get assistance. So if I just go onto this, if you can see, there's assistance. And I think here you can sort of see, you can set how you want it to be. So there's all assist, which is probably the one I should be using, which is like, that's if you're new to the game and you'll be given instructions on what to do. Sure. Middle ground, which is one we're on at the moment. So that's where you could see there was like little bits, you know, like targets to aim for. I think little signs like a big pop-up saying start the engine when you're mid-flight, which is always fun. And then there's true to life, and that will just turn off everything, I believe. So you will have to be looking at all the instruments on your cockpit. And so I think for people who really want a immersive simulation, it's going to be pretty cool. You know, you can really do that. So adjust if you want yoke controls, pitch and roll to be assisted. We'll keep it off at the moment, but we'll see how badly I do, because assisted landing. So
Yeah.
because there's a lot.
I mean,
of
that's
stuff
the
you have to
hardest
remember.
part.
Yeah. So we'll give
That's
it a
the
go.
hardest part.
We'll give it a go at
And
the moment.
interestingly, Matt, is it so? Am I right in thinking that if you wanted to, you could play this in real time, so that
Yes.
if you wanted to do that 8-hour flight from wherever to wherever, you could do that?
Well, this is real-time we're in at the moment. But yeah, so if you were going
Okay,
from,
cool.
I believe if you were going from Heathrow to New York, that would be, that would take the 8 hours, depending on
Right.
various conditions.
So then maybe, Matt, it's worth us knocking it up from real time. Otherwise, we're never going to get anywhere, are we?
Well, this only takes about 17 minutes.
Really?
Between
Wow.
London
Okay,
and
my
Bristol.
mind is
London
blown.
and Bristol. Yeah.
I thought it would have been at least 30.
I don't know.
How long have we been in the air? How long have we got left,
I
Captain?
don't think you can change it.
Mm.
But when you're
Once you've started, we can't
once you
change it.
started,
Okay.
So we'll just have a go. If
that's fine.
If we're all getting bored, I'll just put it down in a.
No, not at all.
But there, as you can see, it's looking pretty good out there, isn't it?
It is indeed, and it's worth mentioning. I looked up this earlier. The Logitech system that you have is about £269 at the moment, 270 quid. So it's not cheap by any means, right? But of course, this game is coming, like we said, to Game Pass. You can pick up Game Pass for £1 at the moment. Upgrade your Xbox Live subscription for £1. And you could play this game on that. And then if you decided, wow, actually, this is a game I really want to get into, I really want to invest in, you can buy these kind of things piecemeal.
I think,
as you go.
Yeah, I think one thing to point out, I think a lot of people are very excited about this game because a lot of the stuff's out of stock at the moment.
Yeah, no, I noticed that as well. You're right. I think it is out of stock. The pack that you have is out of stock. Sold out. Yes, you're right. I'm on the website right now.
So it's so I think a lot of people are really into flight simulators. They're going to have this already in preparation.
Yeah,
You might be a bit.
I was saying while you were gone. Flight Simulator is kind of one of those games that has a real cult following, right?
Yeah.
That has this hardcore fan base that, they're probably not excited for every new Call of Duty that comes out every year, but they're embedded in this flight simulation, and hats off to them. I can understand why. A particularly satisfying game, I reckon.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. So there you go. That's us on the outside.
Okay, so they can't see the instruments because of the way we have the camera placed, man. So I'm wondering if we can can you level us off at some point and jump into OBS and we can try and fix that for the people?
Yeah, I'll just do that.
And we'll just do it live. We'll do it. Oh, that's a good view. That's a nice view for us to have for a second.
You think so?
Well, I think we'd like the cockpit view if we can. So let's jump out to OBS and see if we can sort this out a little bit. So, if you just turn off, actually, I'm trying to think about how to do it. If you crop out the image layer, so you're just cropping out the plane at the bottom, and then we'll just have our floating heads instead of us being in the plane and taking up that much room.
Oh, I see. Okay. So let me just pop that back, so people can see that. And then if I just take out...
So I think it's called the background image layer, and if you just crop it out. I'm a little bit behind. If you've done it, Matt, I trust that you've done it.
Just that.
Yeah, I think that's fine. We're not even shape, but at least now you guys can see more of the instruments and stuff and what's going on.
Fun story. I've now completely lost myself on the map. Is that the Isle of Wight? That might be the Isle of Wight over there.
We're a little bit off course, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, we're not going to get you to Bristol on time today. But
there's some bumpy bits over there which could be Wales. So if I aim for that. But it's very relaxing. That someone asked me earlier, like, is it fun? And especially for someone who's never really played these before, it's more stressful to begin with. But then once you successfully take off and start flying, it's really satisfying. You feel like a real sense of achievement. Because
I think a lot of games are like that nowadays.
Yeah, and you have to learn, and it's quite, and then it gets quite relaxing. Like, this is actually very nice, being able to look out there very.
I'm having a great time. I'm having a great time, man.
That's where you would be sat if it was VR, which is
Now,
coming.
one thing
VR
I would.
is coming.
Sorry, that's exactly what I was just going to say. One thing I would love for this is VR, and that is on the way, is it?
That is on the way. Yeah. At the moment, I think it's Windows mixed reality headsets first of all, because I was talking to some people, so I don't know when Vive and Oculus are coming, but they should be because they're the biggest ones, aren't they? The most popular ones. So it'd be a bit weird if they didn't support those.
Yeah. I suppose the thing I keep coming back to, Matt, is sorry. Where do they go from here? You know, they've successfully put the entire world into Flight Simulator. What will the next Flight Simulator look like? Will it not be a next Flight Simulator? Will this just be, you know, kind of more of an iterative process now?
Maybe. I mean, it's been a long time since the last Flight Simulator from Microsoft. To be honest, they might do it, you know, they were keen to do something similar with Halo, weren't they? Where it'd be Halo Infinite was going to be the final Halo, and it'd be a platform that they would update and add to.
Yeah.
This makes more sense, to be honest. So, as new aircraft come, as new airports open, they could probably add those. I mean, at the moment, you're kind of at the limits of what technology can do, gaming technology, because this looks pretty photorealistic in many ways.
Yeah.
No,
it's absolutely crazy.
You can even see how the sun is reflecting off the cockpit material.
Yeah, it's another level, isn't it?
I don't know if they need, and you know, I saw some people saying when Microsoft showed off the Xbox Series X games a couple of weeks ago, they should have shown this off, because this is kind of like a true generational leap. Not for PC gamers, because we get it.
Yeah, it's a really interesting point. You know, of course, this is also coming to current gen Xboxes, right? As part of Game Pass. So
yeah, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, and I'm not sure.
I think it is. I think it is.
When it is coming to Xbox.
Yeah, I'm assuming it was the same as the PC release, but I'm not sure off the top of my head. I can try and maybe look that up for us. But how are we doing? Are we back on track now, Matt? Are we heading towards Bristol like we planned? You don't sound sure. For a captain of an airline.
I'm not sure, but I've got water on my left. So basically, I'm going to keep on doing that until I see the 7, and then fly up. Is this how pilots do it? They just looking out for landmarks on the ground and. Well, I think that is actually part of it, but probably not as much as I'm doing at the moment. So I'm having a look around. Warning: greasy substances are capable of spontaneous combustion. So there's a little warning sign there.
Fantastic. Let's not let the passengers know about that, shall we? Let's not panic them.
No greasy food stuff in there.
Yeah, that's why we've only got cheese sandwiches aboard. That's why we've done it. That's why we've made that decision as TechRadar Airlines. You're welcome. For your safety.
So, yeah. It's all looking alright actually at the moment. I mean,
it's looking great.
We might not be heading in the right direction, but I think you can see what I mean though, that it's quite relaxing.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
It won't be when we start having to land. That will be the opposite of relaxing, but we'll get to that. Because I've never flown this plane before.
So we got requests from the chat to move the video boxes of me and you. So I think we should do it, Matt. Let's do it. Right. So if you go to OBS.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Oh, maybe I've lost you. Right, there we go.
And then unlock mine and yours webcams, and I'd move them into the top right corner, because then we're going to be out of the way of everything.
If I do that.
You're not a pain in the tall melon slice, you're absolutely right. We should have thought about it.
The what?
I should have thought about putting a melon slice in the YouTube chat is asking us to do this, and I said, you're not a pain in the ass at all. We appreciate the feedback.
Oh, yeah. Well, having done that, this is how good at piloting I am. By moving you up there, I noticed I've actually got a compass up there, and I was heading west.
Mate, you nailed it. You nailed it.
I'm pretty happy with that. I'm now on 24. I don't know what that means.
Oh, there we go. Glenn Fitzpatrick in the YouTube chat. August 18th is the release date for Windows only. So
Yeah.
there we go. Thank you, Glenn. Appreciate that.
Yeah, so I'm guessing Xbox will come later. Certainly Xbox,
Sure.
Xbox Series
And I
X
think
will come later.
I think I read that the beta that's the beta August 18th, right? And
No, that's the
I
final
thought
release.
that was coming to Game Pass as well. Oh right, okay. I must have misread that.
No,
then.
so
I thought.
the final release is Tuesday.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you. Fantastic stuff. Well, we've got to be coming in close to Bristol now, haven't we?
Let's have a look. I'm just dipping the nose just so that I can get a better look. I've no idea.
This is amazing. This is the kind of quality you were expecting when you came to TechRadar Airlines today, ladies and gentlemen. For your 17-minute flight to Bristol Airport. But this is sort of, you know, I'm playing at the moment Ghost of Tsushima, which is a completely different game to this, but bear with me.
Right.
Pack a lunch, we're going on a trip. I'm finding that Ghost of Tsushima is the perfect, like, podcast game, right? I can go around, I'm kind of disconnected from the story at this point, but I can go around and just check off all the little mini-map boxes, things I need to do, go see the fox over here and go see a shrine over there. And I'm really enjoying doing that, right? And this even more so. Just the perfect podcast zone-out game, you know?
You could,
sense of achievement at the end of it. Going on these mammoth journeys.
Or maybe audio books, yeah, but you know, anything that you kind of want to catch up with. Yeah, it's just very nice and relaxing until you get completely lost.
100%.
How do you think that's the 7?
I reckon take us down, Matt. We gotta get a closer look at the ground.
Okay, this will be quite dangerous and not
That's fine.
recommended.
That's fine. You know, I think at this point, Melon Slice is so hype. He's got it pre-ordered.
Has he? It is good. It's really nice. It's really fun. Just relaxing. I mean, look at the quality of that. Nope. You see, now I'm getting too fast.
It's mind blowing. Oh, what? You put us in a dive? That's all right. The people came for some.
I crashed.
What's going on with my lighting?
Oh, okay. So
Whatever.
basically, the plane fell apart.
Did we just?
We didn't.
Are we dead?
Yeah, yes, basically.
Oh
we,
dear.
Yes. We
Well,
kind of,
that's okay.
Yeah. I think what happened was I went down a bit too fast and then the plane disintegrated. But now you'll get to see how we can choose our...
Well, there we go. Exactly. So let's see if we can find one of the more dangerous or extreme, I think is what they touted them as, extreme airports.
Okay.
So I'm going to pull up the list that I got here, Matt, and I'll give you one for us to take off from.
Okay.
How about this one? It's located in Greenland. I'm not going to be able to say the name of it. So if I spell it to you, can you search for it?
Yeah, go then.
So it's Narsar.
Wait, sorry, N?
Narsar.
Narsar.
SUAQ.
No, that's not coming up with anything.
Ah, man, that's the shortest runway in Europe. No, it's in Greenland. Short runway will overshoot you and land you in a lake.
Okay, well, let's just type in Greenland.
Let's try a different one.
Right,
I think this one will be in there. So it's TENZING.
TENZING.
Hillary Airport. It's in Everest. It's the airport you would go to if you were going to try and climb Everest.
It's not finding it, but if I just... What?
Can you search for the country? If you search Greenland, do you think maybe we'd find
that's
it?
where, yeah, so that's what's going to
Okay, let's search Greenland.
Oh, it's just disappeared.
We don't have much luck with these, do we? Oh, they've all got little 4...
Yeah, so if you have that...
I should try and find... If I try and find that little 4 code tag. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, why don't we go from Green...
those-
We'll take off from Green Lawn Farm, Dundee,
Okay.
and we will arrive in Paris. That will take
I think
Nine
let's
hours.
try and put on a bit of a speed boost.
Yes, definitely. Oh, you can choose the. Okay.
Unless anybody in the chat has any recommendations, I can't find any of these kind of extreme airports. I can't find any of their codes, which is a bit of a shame.
Oh, live weather then tells us what kind of weather it is like there.
How about let's try? Can we try and land at Princess Juliana International Airport? Can we try and find that?
Right. Okay.
Because that is a pretty famous airport that lands you kind of 200 meters over a beach, or 200. Yeah, is that right? That can't be right. But obviously, it's quite a viral, famous airport. A lot of people taking photos from it.
What's it called?
Planes going very close overhead. Princess Juliana International Airport.
Yeah, that's there.
Let's see if you got it.
Yeah,
Nailed it. Right,
surface-
that'll be a good landing spot for us.
surface
Let's see if we
arrival.
can try and get there before the end of the stream.
Okay. And now I just need to see how can I save. How can I change the speed of it all? Is there a type of plane you'd like?
Anything. You pick, mate. You pick.
I'll have a jet.
We got requests coming in now.
What are they saying?
LCR to GIB, LFJ, LFLJ France.
I'll do an Airbus.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, let's do an Airbus. Let's go big.
Okay. I just need to find out then how to change the speed of the. Oh, well, we'll take off anyway, and then we'll see what's going on.
All right. I would have assumed you'd be able to do it mid-game, change the speed.
Yeah, maybe. If you can look
let's
it up.
see.
Yeah.
You want me to look it up?
Well, just see if there is a way to do it.
All right. What would it be called? It's not change speed, is it? Because that's just
like
changing the speed of the plane.
You could just do sim speed, maybe simulation speed.
Sim speed. Cool. You must be able to do it. Now, probably because the game isn't out, there's not going to be a massive amount of help online, is there?
There isn't, no, but there might be. I'll have a quick play around in a bit, but we'll take off and see. Where are we taking off from? A farm, was it, or?
I think you picked farm in Dundee, didn't you?
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong? Nothing, as far as I'm concerned. So the question is, Matt.
Yeah.
I think this is the big question. One, can you imagine yourself playing this after you've played enough to review it? And then two, would you want to go back now to playing it keyboard and mouse or on a controller now that you've had the experience, kind of the ultimate flying experience with the Logitech system?
This is going to be fun. Look, we're actually taking off on grass on a.
What are we doing, Matt? This is terrible.
So basically, oh look, there's a car. I think so. Just again for just peaceful kind of,
Yeah.
Just to take a moment out of the difficult kind of daily grind of life. Can I actually take off?
I'm aware that I keep asking you big questions at the most inopportune times when you're trying to concentrate most, but there we go.
Okay. We'll try that again. But I think we might not be able to.
Oh, did you crash us, Matt?
Well, no,
I'm 10 seconds behind.
I damaged the landing gear.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, I wasn't landing.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'm amazed that you took us off.
Well, I didn't really.
Oh, okay, you didn't. You did. I mean, we were almost off the ground.
We might have to
take a smaller plane.
Yeah, or a better runway.
Can you take off and land at the same runway?
Yeah.
That might be a good way to try and end this.
Yeah.
Let's try it one more time. And if you can't get us off the ground, Matt, let's reset it. Let's take off and land from Princess Juliana International Airport.
Yeah.
And we can just do a circle and see if we can land this bad boy.
Yeah. I think what was happening there was that I was just actually, I don't know, hitting a cow or something in the process.
Probably.
Okay. So,
collided with an object. Yeah, I think that was probably a cow. Glenn saying probably tail strike.
Yes,
probably correct.
It was the tail strike. Yeah, if I'd taken off like with maybe a more sensible.
Well, this airport takes Airbus planes. I'm watching videos on YouTube right now of massive Airbuses landing in over the beach.
What flight condition? The live conditions or clear skies, scattered clouds, brook clouds, overcast? Rain,
I think let's make it as easy for ourselves as possible.
Oh, we'll do live. We'll just do live and see.
All right. We'll probably find out now there's a hurricane going on or something, but
okay. So, yes, I think what happened was as I was flying, the tail was going into the ground.
Would make sense.
But you shouldn't take off on an Airbus in a field.
From a field.
Yeah.
It's probably true. It's probably a bad idea. But I have faith that this one's going to go well. So yeah, the whole point of this beach is quite a famous beach. Quite a famous airport that is right next to a big touristy beach. And planes just come in really low over the top of it. So we'll see what it looks like in-game. Be exciting to see.
It's just loading. One thing I noticed was I had this on the early version. I was playing on on just a traditional hard drive, and it was taking a long time to load. So I put it on a sort of a fast SSD, and that's a lot better.
Oh, sorry about that. I was watching the stream back then for a second and lost you, but yeah, the load times are yeah. I mean, look, somebody in the YouTube chat, somebody in the Facebook chat, Chuck Taylor, is saying, is this a virtual reality game? We mentioned earlier, Chuck, that VR is coming to this game. But obviously the graphics are just so stunning that in VR, I think, would be.
It is coming.
Pretty insane,
yeah, it's not going to be there for launch.
Yeah.
But it will be coming, and it will be amazing.
Maybe we'll try and set up I don't actually know. Has anybody in the office got a VR?
Yeah, I've got the Vive Cosmos.
Well, maybe when we're allowed back in the office, we'll try and set up a little VR flight simulator stream in the studio. That'd be good fun.
Right.
Cool. So we are airborne.
That's
Happy days. So we need to circle back around and try and land in the same spot here, man. Okay. Are you confident?
Nope. Well, we will give it a bash.
What? Come on.
I'm very confident. I mean, something's beeping, and I don't know what that is, but...
Yeah, don't worry about it. We have a lot of people crammed in this plane right now, Matt. Yeah. A lot of people in the YouTube chat. It's a small plane for all these people, but I'm glad they're here. Mustafa is saying, why is the FPS so low? Now, Mustafa, that might be on your end. Everything on my end would suggest that the stream is running fine. Mustafa, what I would do is I would reload your wherever you're watching this on YouTube. So just close the video and try and reload it and see if it comes in better. Because everything on my end says that this should be running fine.
Yeah. It's a bit windy. I'm feeling a bit of wind.
Again, a bit of turbulence. Now, turbulence has never
turbulent.
never taken the plane down, Matt. So I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah,
Let's not stress about it.
I have, quite a few times. So...
Well, I mean, we're just learning, you know. We're learning.
Okay. So I'm going to turn.
So here we can see the beach here down in the left-hand corner that I was talking about.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to get ourselves over that big patch of water mat, and then I think like a barrel roll or some sort of X-wing style handbrake turn.
Now you see, if I do that, the plane might disintegrate again, and then.
I can't believe the plane disintegrated last time. Because we were going too quick, right? Because you dived the plane.
Yeah, I was diving down to have a look at the land a bit better. So don't do that. Right, so if I turn... I'll start turning.
Okay, so we got everybody's jumping in the YouTube chat with suggestions, man. Everybody's a good backseat driver in the YouTube chat. But Brain Time is saying throttle down, you are over revving the engine. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah. That could be it.
There we go. So, appreciate it. Thanks, Brain. Back in economy class. Appreciate it. Appreciate the advice.
So again, the level of detail is so meticulous that every aeroplane is different, so where the instruments are, and so the plane I've been playing a lot with is all different to this, and so it actually has a lot more like sort of analog
interesting
analog information. So when it was like coming down to the throttle, I was actually having to listen to the throttle, if I was doing.
Interesting. Right, I reckon you can spin us around then now, right? Here we go. Okay, we're banking. Sorry, I'm behind you in the stream.
That's right.
I didn't realize you were already on it. And maybe it's worth then us flicking out to a third-person view, Matt. See the lovely scenery that we're going to be flying in on here. Or is that going to really mess you up to not be able to see your instruments?
Well, no. It actually gives you a bit more information, actually.
Yeah, well, there we go.
You see?
Adam for Jessica in the chat, do a barrel roll.
Well,
I think let's try and land it first, Matt. Then we'll jump into another game for 5 minutes and try and do some crazy aerial tricks. But I think let's try and get a landing under our belt here.
Right. Okay. Right, I'm stalling, so I'm going to put the throttle up a bit.
It's going well. It's going well. We're going to do this. I believe in us.
I've got the landing gear up, have I?
The landing gear's out by the looks of it.
It looks like it's fixed, I think, actually.
That would make sense.
Right.
This is stunning. So when you selected this, Matt, you said, what weather conditions do we want? You ended up selecting live.
Yeah.
Does that... It's looking at what the weather is actually like right now in that place.
It's getting all the, because it's obviously connected to the internet, so it's getting all the weather reports. Yeah,
that is insane.
Yeah.
Glenn says the landing gear is still down. I think, Glenn, we've decided it's fixed, and if it's not fixed, Glenn, then we're just going to pretend it's fixed. Okay?
Oh wait a minute, there we go. It's going up.
Oh, okay. Well, hey.
There we go. We're going to go through the cloud, and then...
This seems like a bad... I mean, the plane disintegrated because it went too quick. The cloud's not exactly the whitest thing in the world either, Matt.
No,
it's got a bit of grey in there.
Yeah. It's alright.
Oh my god, Brain now chipping in. I think Brain might be an actual professional pilot.
I do apologise.
Can't even speak.
I really apologise for anyone.
He's saying, no. He's just giving advice. He's helping out. He's saying, aim for the runway. The PAPI light should be too white, too red, and you will butter it. He could be chatting complete gibberish here now. He could be having us on.
I think what we'll do is,
we've crashed.
I think what we'll do is,
what are you gonna do?
We'll put it so that I'll get a little bit more help because
we need some more assistance. That's fine.
Because the plane keeps on falling apart.
Hey, happens to the best of us.
So here we go. let's just see control. Oh, assistance. That was it.
Why don't you put us into the plane map that you've been practicing in as well? Give yourself every advantage you can.
Okay. All assists.
And maybe we should try a different airport. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah,
We're already loading in.
Just to let you see, this is where you can change all your controls. It finds that's my rudders and my yoke. Right, okay.
Tower Day or Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha ready at
Okay,
runway
there we go.
10 straight
Let's
out
do this.
departure.
Let's do this indeed. So, obviously the game's out August 18th. A lot of people seem excited for it in the chat. I'm excited. I'm excited for their excitement, you know? This is one of those weird games. I didn't know if anybody was going to be able to watch us play Flight Simulator. But there's a fanatic fan base around this game, and I appreciate that.
So here we go. There's the beach. You can see the beach.
Yeah. Now, how many planes are in this game? Do we know that?
Not off the top
there's
of
a
my
lot.
head, but there's probably a lot. Yeah, I think there probably is a fact sheet.
Air Golf Sierra Alpha, you are leaving my airspace frequency change.
See if I can find it. Oh, they got a list, and the list is long.
Juliana Tower Day or Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha frequency change.
Oh yeah, like over 20.
Juliana Tower Day
Oh no,
or
no,
Alpha Sierra
way more than
X-ray
that.
Golf Sierra Alpha
This is
6
crazy.
miles east with Alpha to land. Air Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra
This has got me more excited for the game.
Yeah.
You know, definitely. You know, I'm a Game Pass member. I got my Game Pass, so why wouldn't I give it a try? I'm finding that with a lot of games recently, you know?
Enter right downwind runway 10 day or
I mean, this is the perfect game to try it because some people might really get on with it, some people might not.
Glenn in the chat is saying that if you point the nose down, it will overspeed and brake. It's not a Spitfire. Well, Glenn, we want to fly it like a Spitfire. You knew what you were signing up for when you paid for a ticket on TechRadar Airlines. You knew you wouldn't be coming back from this.
So there we go. That's
Yeah, every time we look out the window here, Matt, I am just blown away by how good the scenery looks. It's insane.
yeah, and not just the scenery, but the weather systems as well.
We got some suggestions for different planes we can try as well in the YouTube chat. We might not have time today, guys, but if there's
Well,
yeah, interest around here, we could always come back for another stream.
Well, I mean, I'm happy to just keep on going for a bit because I need to review it. So
Yeah, for sure. I have other meetings today, Matt.
What?
Some of us have got to work. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Unbelievable. No, but yeah, this is, yeah, like you say, if you got Game Pass, why wouldn't you give this thing a go? And, you know, I was chatting to Adam about Game Pass the other day when we were watching the PlayStation 5 State of Play. And, you know, I have friends, right, who play mainstream games, right? They're looking forward to Halo. They play the Call of Duty every year, these kind of things.
yeah,
They would never think of picking up Flight Simulator, but they do have Game Pass. So I know, and Flight Simulator is definitely a game I would recommend to some of them, because they're those sorts of people I think would love this game. And now they've got Game Pass, it's a no-brainer, right? There are going to be so many more people playing this game and getting into this game through Game Pass than
but the thing is,
they would normally.
yeah, but the thing is, like, I think for the ultimate big edition with all the planes and all the airports, it's probably about, I don't know, I think it's like £80, maybe more. You know, there's different versions.
Right.
But I don't know how this benefits Microsoft, having a lot of people pay £1, try it for a month, and then maybe.
Well, I mean, the hope is that they stay for longer than a month, right? And they're there for then the next load of games, and it's the same,
But then you'd have
same
to,
kind of.
You'd have to pay if it's how much is it a month? Games Pass.
Well, so it's interesting, right? There are different ways you could do it. So at the moment, if you wanted to just sign up full Game Pass for the whole thing, it'd be £15 a month. So they've only got to lock you in for sort of 4 or 5 months, and you've paid for the full edition.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that only the standard edition will be going on to Game Pass. I don't know that for sure, but that is the way that I would do it, certainly. But at the moment, Xbox have this deal on where if you have Xbox Live Gold subscription and you want to upgrade that to Game Pass, you can upgrade the entire subscription, no matter how long it is, for up to 36 months for £1. So that's something I did, right? I bought 12 months worth of Xbox Live Gold for 50 quid, upgraded it all to Game Pass for £1. So I got Game Pass for a year for £1. Well, £51. So yeah, it's not as simple as saying upgrade it for £1. That is the case if you already have a lot of gold, or you want to go ahead and buy a lot of gold membership. But for me, it was a no-brainer. Like, I have an Xbox One X, like a sort of very early Xbox One X. But I know I can play Halo on that. I know I can play any game that's being sort of published by Microsoft is going to come to Game Pass day one, and I'll have xCloud eventually, right? So I'll be able to run it on my laptop through the cloud, or my phone through the cloud. Not my phone, because I have an iPhone, but that's a different story altogether, isn't it? But yeah, for me, Game Pass is just one of those things. It's just an absolute no-brainer,
I think if you've got an Xbox, maybe, yeah. I think it's.
So interestingly now, I'm seeing, again, I'm a little bit behind you, so maybe you've already done this, but I'm seeing like a flight path, almost what it looks like, a load of red gates in the sky. Is that the path that it wants you to take?
I'm guessing so. I think because we're on maximum assistance, I think that's kind of what you're going to get. So we'll see.
Melon Slice in the chat again. Will there be any apps so that you can use your iPad or something similar as a GPS, right? So that you could have like... That's a really cool idea. I haven't heard of anything doing that.
No, I don't think... I haven't heard that. But that is a really good idea.
It's a good idea, and yeah, sorry, I was reading some of the other chat messages. It's a really good idea, and it seems like something that would be relatively, having no development experience whatsoever in my entire life, it seems like something that'd be super easy.
Yeah, maybe a peripheral maker makes an app for it, because you can get like physical instruments to go to build up, so you could have a lot of this actually physically on your desk. Because I'm guessing the thing is, if you want it to be as true to life, maybe a iPad isn't that realistic, but
sure,
there should be a way to do it, and because it's you might be able to sort of find a way to sort of. Right, okay, so now I think I probably have to go down.
So how confident are we this time, Matt? Are we going to make it safely to ground?
Yes, I believe in us.
Oh, confidence. I like it.
But I am going in the opposite direction where I need to go, so I'm just going to turn. Well, I don't want to turn around too severely.
Yeah, I'm glad as well it's got all these kind of assistants in there, right? Because, I'm not gonna lie, when you first started playing the game, I was like, this is way too daunting for me. Like, for somebody who wants to kind of jump in on Game Pass and try it out, this is a bit much. But with all the assistants and stuff, I can see how the game would kind of build you up to a point where you know what you're doing.
It's got some good tutorials. I think the tutorials still are a little bit not terribly clear sometimes.
Okay.
But yes, you sort of like do this flight school with a co-pilot, which is a little bit annoying. And it kind of, by the time you do that, then you should be a lot happier. I'm going to aim for those red boxes. Nowhere has it told me to aim for those red boxes.
It must be the case. It must be a thing.
Yeah. What? Okay. What the...
Although they kind of are. Why would it want you to fly in that way? I don't know, but we're going to do it.
I'm going a bit too fast. I think because I'm going down a bit too much.
Pull up! They're telling you to cut the throttle
Yeah, I am.
in the chat.
I'm cutting the throttle.
Too high, too fast.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, the
basically.
backseat drivers in the YouTube chat. I tell you what, they're not wrong.
No, they're not wrong at all. No.
They're not wrong at all. We appreciate the help.
I accidentally just turned it all off there.
What?
It's fine.
I thought you said you unplugged everything. I was like, oh,
No,
God.
no. I just put the throttle down a bit too much.
Thomas in the YouTube chat. These beeps are terrifying.
Yeah, it is. It's
I haven't got any audio on my end, so I can't hear the beeps. I'm in blissful ignorance.
And then it tells me that the engine's not started.
What is going on, Matt?
I think I just stalled it. Which is... And stalling a car is stressful enough. Stalling a plane... Right. But I'm just taking it slowly, you know.
Melon Slice brings up a good point in the YouTube chat. Because you don't see yourself crashing, it's sometimes difficult to figure out what went wrong, right? Like, when we were taking off from that field in Dundee,
Yeah.
it said we just collided with an object.
Yes, it would have been better to have a bit more of a, like, explanation maybe, but...
Yeah.
I think we were being a bit silly.
I mean, we were trying to
So-
take an Airbus off in a field. I get
Yes.
it. But...
So maybe they're thinking, you know, the people who will be, you know, if you're going to play this, you're going to know not to do that.
I mean, when I do get this on Game Pass, the first thing I'm doing is going back to that field in Dundee and trying to take off an Airbus. Do you know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah, I'm going to do it as well. I'm going to, after this stream, I'm going to landing in that. But I mean, that's the kind of level of detail that they've got this random farm, which is also apparently a...
Yeah, I'm blown away. I'm thinking that I mean, if that's in the game, I'm thinking that the other airports that we try to look for in the game as well, and we just weren't searching the right term. Do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah. Oh yeah.
if that field in the middle of Dundee is there, it's gotta be. Oh, Glenn says you should be able to replay your crashes and look from the outside view.
Oh.
So there we go.
Oh look, can you see the...
I don't know if
there's
he
a
means
rainbow.
that's a feature in the game or not. Sorry, what were you saying, Matt?
I saw a rainbow, which is quite nice.
Oh, beautiful. Double rainbow. Well, this seems like it's going well, Matt. I think
Well,
I have full faith in you.
it is, and I'm also getting a lot of scary warnings.
Again, because I haven't got the audio on, I think I'm not seeing half of these warnings, but hey, I'm having a great time. Oh, things are coming up on the screen. Excessive airspeed.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. Did we just miss the runway, Matt?
No, it's... I'm having to go out and then come back down a bit because I was just going down too fast. So... I'm doing it again now.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Maybe if I put the flaps up, maybe that will help. Saying landing gear. I don't have the landing gear up, do I? No.
They're taking the mick at me in the YouTube chat now. Because I'm saying stuff like, seems like it's all going well, and then the game is like, overspeed. Mayday.
It's not going well. It's not going well. But we haven't crashed or disintegrated. And
We haven't crashed or disintegrated in the past, like, 15 minutes. So,
you know,
I see this as
pretty-
a huge win.
this is, you know,
We're flying through a storm cloud now, Matt. What is happening?
we're through it. It's fine.
All right. Hey,
We're doing all right.
I have faith in you.
It's saying landing
When-
gear. I don't know if I need to put the landing gear down. I'll put the landing gear
I'm not
down.
going to try and pronounce your name in the YouTube chat because I don't know how to pronounce that. But when are the reviews going to be out? We just talked about this earlier on the stream. Reviews are out on Tuesday. Is that correct, Matt?
No.
Or the 18th?
No, Monday. Reviews are Monday.
Apologies. I'm totally
the
wrong.
game is out on Tuesday.
I'm with you. Reviews Monday, game Tuesday. There we go. Melon says he's already used up his sick bag
Sorry,
60
I
times.
do
Unbelievable.
apologise.
Unbelievable.
Well, look, here we go. I'm going into the red box now.
We're doing exactly what the game wants us to do, guys.
Too fast. Right,
Okay?
I'm going too fast. I'm going too fast.
If you want to complain, you can write to
Well,
TechRadar Airlines, try and get some money back, but I can't promise you anything.
Okay. So,
Also, now's a good time to let you know that we've lost all of your luggage. Every single piece of luggage you gave us, we have no idea where any of that is. But, you know, we can do.
Now I'm going too slow.
Too slow, too fast. Can't make his mind up.
Yeah. Right.
Stall.
I've
We ain't
stalled.
Goldilocks.
I've stalled.
Come
I've
on.
stalled.
We've stalled?
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. There you go.
Toby in the YouTube chat, I think you may have your throttle and your mixture mixed up?
Possibly.
Again,
It's
This
yeah.
could, this is all gibberish to me. I think they're having us on.
No, that does sound believable.
They're going
Well,
to start
really?
telling us we got a problem with the left phalange.
It's right. It's fine.
Stall. 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 Stall.
It's all right. We're okay. We're going a bit slow.
That's fine.
We're a bit
Slow and steady
but-
wins the race, you know? Tom Gamage, RIP incoming. Tom,
Come on.
have a little faith.
Come on, I don't need to hear that.
A little
when
faith.
I'm trying to get us there safely.
Melon Slice, are the flaps down?
I believe they are.
Maybe. Throttle up, throttle up. Throttles up in the chat.
Right.
I like this, right? It's like flying by committee.
Yeah, we're all
You know?
in this together.
It's great. Yeah.
Or it's like when a civilian has to take the controls and the
Yeah.
ground controller guiding them in. Alright, look, it's blue. It's blue. We're going to live. There's something to start beeping again, so...
I believe in us.
I tell you what, this is more stressful than many other games now. I'm really concentrating.
It doesn't help that there's so many people in the YouTube chat shouting at us, right?
Yes, yeah. But here we go, okay. Here we go.
We're gonna do it, man. I believe in us.
Really got a good feeling about this.
Famous last words.
I'm just... Here we go. Just also doing the throttle with the pedals, and it's you know, there's a lot.
Hey, we got the
going
full flight experience.
on. Right, I'm too fast now, so I need to. Whoa.
Toby's saying the black. I think you know the black lever is the throttle. Use that to control your speed. Is that on your flight console there, man?
Yeah. No, it's on.
fine.
Yeah, it's on the quadrant. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Here we
I'm
go.
well impressed. I mean, I already call this a massive success.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Look at that. The quality of the waves. If you can
Insane.
see the water, that is.
And it's blowing my mind that this is taking all this weather information live. Like, it's just insane that it's using sort of Bing Maps to map all this out.
Yeah, it's very clever.
It's the future of games.
I think it's where a big company like Microsoft can really excel at, because they've got this information from Bing and stuff like that. They've made this,
Yeah.
which, and also Flight Simulator's been around for decades now, so you know you've got the team. Oh, I'm too slow, so I'm just gonna. Oh, don't stall! Don't stall! It would have been really good if there wasn't a lot of water underneath this plane. Come on, don't stall, don't stall, don't stall.
So does this have any? And maybe this is an answer you don't know, Matt. But does this have any like online?
Yes.
Like, would we theoretically
yeah.
be able to play?
Yeah, there's multiplayer.
In different planes on
There's
Ocean?
multiplayer,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I think some people can be. Yeah. Yeah, I think you probably can play this offline, but you want an internet connection, really.
Yeah.
Ooh, I wouldn't like to be the people in those buildings.
They're asking in the chat if we have any previous flight simulator experience.
No.
No is the answer.
But I do apologise, everyone, but I think we're going to have a bit of a bumpy landing, but we're not going to...
That's okay.
Okay, here we go.
This is the tensest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Air Golf Sierra Alpha, contact ground on 118.7.
Are we good?
I'm just reducing
Going to
throttle.
118.7 Air Golf Sierra Alpha.
We're on the grass. We're alive, everyone. We are alive. Well, on my screen we are at least. Are we alive?
We did it. No one
Well
said.
done, Matt. Fair play to you. That
was stressful.
I mean, look, it's not the safest landing in the world. It's not the smoothest landing in the world, but we did it. We did it.
I've turned everything
Incredible
off.
stuff.
Thank
Here's
you
what I
for
want to do,
flying
Matt.
with us.
Sorry?
I was just saying thank you for flying with us.
Yeah, thank you for flying with TechRadar Airlines, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you being here. One last thing, Matt, I want to address before we go. A lot of people asking in the chat what your PC specs are looking like to run this thing. Can you give us the lowdown off the top of your head?
So basically, it is a. I'll just show you on the thing. We have got, as I said earlier, it's a Titan RTX graphics card, which is, the most powerful consumer graphics card you can get at the moment. A Core i9 9th gen Intel processor, 32 gigabytes of RAM, and I've installed it on a M.2 SSD. I think the SSD is the most important thing, apart from the graphics card, really, because you're streaming a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So you really do need to have something that can read, read the data really quickly. But otherwise, I don't think you'll need that kind of spec. Really, this is a very powerful PC.
Sure.
But it's but it played really well, played really nicely. And
and if you want to hear Matt's full thoughts on this, obviously his review is going live on Monday. Lots of clapping going on in the chat, Matt. Lots of congratulations for you landing the plane.
Yeah.
I appreciate you getting us home safe. Thanks for joining us in the chat, guys. Shout out to Melon Slice, who's been in the whole time.
Yeah,
Toby,
cheers.
Tom, John, Glenn, everybody who's been here. Thanks so much for watching. If you're watching this on demand later, you could have watched it live. So make sure you subscribe to TechRadar on YouTube and you'll see when our next live stream goes live, or indeed follow us on Facebook and we'll be live streaming there too. But thanks again, Matt, for joining me in the skies on TechRadar Airlines.
Yeah, no, I had a really good time, actually. Thank you for everyone who was commenting and giving me tips and not giving me too much abuse. I'm guessing you were quite selective, though, Matt, on what you read out to me.
Not at all, mate. Not at all. Everybody's been lovely. Everybody
Yeah.
wanted to see us land that plane, and we appreciate that. Appreciate the support.
No, brilliant. Thank you.
All right, guys.
I'll be playing a lot more.
We'll end it there. Oh, sorry, Matt. Go on.
No, I'm just saying I'm going to play a lot more of it this weekend and actually try and get a little bit better.
Get somewhere decent. I enjoyed playing with you, Matt. I appreciate you being here.
No problem.
Appreciate all of you being here in the chat as well. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.